This is EuroNews. How Europe affects us in our everyday lives now in Europeans.
99% of our businesses.
The European Commission wants to boost the so-called Lisbon strategy to improve economic growth and create more jobs. Education and training have a crucial role to play in this, and so a new integrated lifelong learning program is being prepared. To finance it, the Commission is proposing more than 13 million euros. European Commissioner Jan Fiegel.
To make Europe most competitive and dynamic knowledge-based economy means to invest more and better into education. And we need to invest more in order to achieve more real mobility.
The key elements of this initiative are the Comenius program for schools, Erasmus for higher education, Leonardo da Vinci for professional training, and Grundtvig for adult education. Let's take a European tour to have a look at each of these schemes. It's early 2005 in Sofia, Bulgaria. Rosen Dukov is back home. He went on the Erasmus program in 2001, 6 months at the University of Bragança in Portugal as part of his master's degree in graphic arts and visual communication. He was so taken by the country that he painted a series of landscapes. But after his return to Sofia, he had to put his talent for fine art to one side and concentrate on earning a living. With a university degree under his belt, a year ago he set up his own multimedia communications company. Today, 3 years after my Erasmus stay, I'm in business. Establishing contacts with people from other countries and living in a different environment helps when starting a business or finding a job. When you're an Erasmus student, it's easier to maintain relations with clients and to inspire trust. CD covers for his musician friends, posters, commercial advertising, children's illustrations, and even concerts and music videos for his own hip-hop group. This young entrepreneur is certainly not short of work, and his creativity has been influenced by his European experience. For the time being, Rosen has chosen to stay in Bulgaria. He has everything he needs here to make a go of his career. His mother thinks so too. She started her own printing firm several years ago and regularly works for him. With his many different talents, there's no doubt he could find work abroad, but he seems more concerned about creating jobs at home. I decided to work here and to convince people that it's worth staying in Bulgaria. If you're sensible and you have intellectual capabilities, you can manage, and you can create your paradise here, rather than look for it elsewhere. In 1996, the European network of Second Chance schools was launched. The initiative is backed by the Grundtvig program, which aims to promote adult education. The 13 schools in the network are attended by young adults without qualifications who are frozen out of traditional educational opportunities and who therefore find it difficult to get a job. In 1998, the largest of these Second Chance schools opened in Cologne with more than 800 students. Last year it coordinated a project, also supported by the Grundtvig program, on violence prevention and conflict resolution. Cornelie Witzak-Junge is a teacher at the school. She says issues of racism and equality between the sexes are important in communication and solving conflicts. Here we integrated the Grundtvig priorities as well as lifelong learning in the framework of this project. This is also relevant for future Grundtvig projects.
Von daher gesehen denke ich also, dass es auch für Grundtvig-Projekte von Bedeutung ist.
Gyula Fodor, a young Hungarian working in Bar-le-Duc in France, gets professional training experience supported by the European Leonardo da Vinci program. He's doing an apprenticeship with a pastry-making and catering business in the town. In an enlarged Europe, he's a perfect example of the new Leonardo da Vinci generation. The program is a great help. It makes life a lot easier regarding lodgings and day-to-day matters. It's very important for us to be here as well as for other young people, because they should discover France and Europe and see what life and work is like here. Dominique Cordel, Gueul's boss, has long been in tune with the European idea. He regularly hires apprentices from Eastern Europe. Gueul's job is to cook dishes for customers. Here he can learn new ways of cooking, ways of working with his colleagues and customers, which are not always the same as the way things are done in Hungary. Over the last 10 years, more than 300,000 others like him have benefited from the Leonardo da Vinci program.
What exactly, when you're writing to them?
In 1998, the primary school at Newcastle West in Ireland became involved in a European partnership project with schools in France, the Netherlands and Sweden. The project was supported by the Comenius program. 7 years later, these children are looking back at their early childhood. They were 4 years old when this film was shot in their school. Their teachers still working in the same classroom. Now the internet is an everyday part of lessons and European projects are a constant feature of the syllabus.
7 years of European programs have made one huge difference, and that is that we've moved from the 20th century to the 21st century. We've moved from an analog century to a digital century. And with that, the European Commission and its programs, I believe, have also moved forward.
Today, the school is still located in the Newcastle West Community Centre. It's some distance from the major tourist centres, but that doesn't stop it benefiting from the digital world, the internet and new e-learning technologies which have opened up doors to European neighbours. Since last year, the school's been working on a new European project. By reflecting on the darker periods of their own history, such as the Great Famine or the Troubles in Northern Ireland, the students want to share with others their desire to live in a Europe without conflict.
When we were in the famine, we were very poor, and now we're one of the richest countries in Europe.
And it shows that if we all work together, that other countries can move forward from their past as well.
In the past, wars would have affected Europe an awful lot, but now we can move on, war's over, and most countries don't have anything to worry about, and you can all live happy and all that kind of stuff.
20 years of...
Newcastle West embodies what could be the shape of things to come in Europe. A new school will soon stand here, inspired by the pupils and their European experiences. Next year it will once again be one of the 10,000 schools which take part every year in a Comenius project.
This is EuroNews, with the news on the hour.